Today's
This conference will now be recorded.
we will muting everybody. We'll just continue with our pranayama for one more session. Close your eyes. Observe your breath. Couple of deep breaths. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. And now observe your breath. We'll begin with 3 Oms followed by Pranayama mantra Pranasyadam Vashet Sarvam. The meaning of the mantra is, O Prana, you govern the 3 worlds, and everything in this universe is governed by you. As a mother would protect the child, O Prana, protect me. This is viewing and visualizing your entire being as one pranic body and surrendering to that aspect of you. 3 Oms, inhaling. Joining your hands at the heart center in Namaste position, Namaskara Mudra. We'll listen to the starting mantra. Pranasyedam vashet sarvam tridive pratishtitam mateva putran rakshasva shrischa pradnyancha videhi naiti. Bringing your hands down. Today we'll practice Sahaja Pranayama followed by sectional breathing. One of the simplest of the pranayamas is to observe your breath. And by observing your breath keenly, you're also observing your own body, your own mind, your own thoughts as prana, the manifestation of prana. So learning to observe your breath. We'll follow this with pointed awareness at the tip of the nose, surface awareness inside the nostrils, temperature awareness at the throat region, volume awareness at the lungs, linear awareness, observing the breath from the tip of the nose going all the way into the lungs as one stream. So we'll follow just this observation as a meditation technique, as a pranayama technique. So let us start observing the breath at the tip of the nose. Pointed awareness at the tip of the nose. Just the tip of the nose. Any sensation, every sensation. Eyes are relaxed. Chin parallel to the ground. Tip of the nose. And now going into the nostrils, surface awareness. Where is the breath touching the nostrils inside? The walls of the nostrils, the septum, where is the breath touching? See if the breath is prominent on the right side or the left side. Two breaths, observe only the right side. Two breaths, observe only the left side. The alternate cooling and warming. And now observe both the sides and see which one did you feel more prominently. And now, taking your mind to the throat, observe the throat. Temperature awareness at the throat region. And now going into the lungs. Volume awareness. As you inhale, the lungs expand, and as you exhale, the lungs collapse. And observe the breath from the nose tip all the way down to the lungs. Linear awareness. Holding on to one molecule of your breath, traverse down the nostrils to the throat, down to the lungs, and reverse the process while exhaling. Linear awareness of the breath. And gently. Moving on to the next practice, and that would be sectional breathing with mudras. So it's also a mudra pranayama. It's also a meditation technique. It's also a preparation for the deeper pranayama practices, however you would like to look at it. Sectional breathing also puts you in a very sattvic mind, and that mind, sattvic mind, where there is no speed, where there is no lethargy, and that is the state of mind required for pranayama sadhana. So now let us begin sectional breathing. Chin mudra, thumb and index finger touching each other, all the other fingers extended in front. We'll practice abdominal breathing. As you inhale, the abdomen bulges out. As you exhale, the abdomen contracts and there is a Kevala Kumbhaka, suspension of breath. At the end of each exhalation, before the next inhalation, observe that gap. Inhale, the abdomen bulges out. Exhale, the abdomen collapses down. And there is Kevala Kumbhaka. And in Kevala Kumbhaka, observe the thumb and the index finger. Feel the pulse between thumb and index finger. We'll chant 3 sounds As we exhale, inhale. 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 And gently release, relax, release the mudra. Observe the thumb and the index finger. Observe your breath, normal breathing. However is the breath. Adopting Chinmay Mudra, thumb and index finger touching each other. Rest of the three fingers curled inward, touching the palms inside. We'll now practice chest level breathing. Inhale, the chest expands forward. Exhale, release and relax the chest muscles. Continue this practice, observing the Kevala Kumbhaka at the end of each exhalation before the next inhalation. Observing the mudra at that position, at Kevala Kumbhaka. Inhaling, the chest expands. Exhaling, the chest collapses down. And we'll now chant 3 Ukara. Inhale. And release the mudra. Observe your breath. Observe the mudra. Normal breathing, Sahaja Pranayama. And now adopting Adi Mudra, thumb tucked inside, fingers curled around to form a fist, not too tight, not too loose, placing on the thighs. Clavicular breathing. As you inhale, your clavicle muscles, your shoulder muscles go up and back. And as you exhale, relax your shoulders, relax your clavicle muscles. Continue at your own pace. Inhale. Shoulders expand up and out and back. And as you exhale, relax. Do not lift the shoulders up. It's the muscles of the shoulders, the breathing muscles, the clavicular muscles, the intercostal muscles that go up and down. The most unused of the lobes of the lungs, the upper lobes being used. And Kevala Kumbhaka, suspension of breath at the end of each exhalation before the next breath. Observe the mudra at that point, the fists, the blood flow into the palms, or the constriction of the blood flow into the palms. We'll now chant 3 Makara. Inhale. Release the mudra. Observe the palms, the flood of prana into the palms now. And moving on to full sectional breathing, that is the full yogic breathing. Adopting Adi Mudra once again and placing the knuckles touching each other, placing the mudra, Brahma Mudra at the navel region. As you inhale, the abdomen bulges out, the chest expands, and the shoulders go up and back. As you exhale, all 3 lobes of the lungs relax and recoil and relax. Suspension of breath at the end of each exhalation. Continue full yogic breathing. Inhale, the abdomen, chest, and the shoulders expand. Exhale, the abdomen, chest, and the shoulders recoil, relax. Make sure to have Kevala Kumbhaka at the end of every exhalation. The suspension of breath which naturally happens. Pay attention to the mudra during this time, to the heartbeat, to the pulse, to every feeling. Kevala Kumbhaka is a transcendence of breath, a stage where all the thought waves subside, all the pranic waves subside. And we'll chant Omkara 3 times. Inhale. And gently release the mudra. Relax, observe the palms. In this state of beautiful silence of the mind, beautiful pranic balance, sattvic state, will now practice Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, the alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shuddhi as we call, or Anuloma Viloma as they call. So we'll practice 5 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, 9 rounds of right nostril breathing, 9 rounds of left nostril breathing, and once again 5 rounds of Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. So let us start. Inhale deeply with the Nasika Mudra. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. That forms one breath. 5 such pranayama. Exhalation longer than inhalation. And all this happens on its own. All you have to do is focus on exhalation, and the exhalation lengthens itself. The breathing is almost sahaja pranayama. No hurry to inhale or exhale. No forceful inhalations or exhalations. No huge sound as you inhale or exhale. And no elongating of the breath artificially. When you slow down your mind, your breathing slows down, becomes deeper, becomes rhythmic. Closing of the nostrils is directly below the bone, with the tip of the nose totally at the tip of the fingers, not the tip of the nose. Directly below the bone, using the tip of the fingers. Last one. And gently bring your hands down. Observe your nostrils. As said earlier, if you have any blocked nostrils, you may practice Sahaja Pranayama at this point, or Ujjayi breathing, constricting the glottis, breathing as a whispering sound. And now, moving on to right nostril breathing, Surya Anuloma Viloma. Again, if you have blocked nostril, that is severely blocked nostril, you should not be practicing this. On a very mild blockages, use it to your advantage to slow down the breath. Now closing the left nostril, only breathe with your right. Surya Anuloma Viloma. Right nostril breathing. The power of the sun stimulating you, ready for the speed of the day with right nostril breathing, invoking the spirit inside, the sympathetic spirit, ready to fight, ready to move on, ready to roll, getting the energy from the sun. Continue with the right nostril breathing. When you practice pranayama, you will find that you have 6 breaths per minute or less. Again, don't force yourself to do that, but that should be ideally the goal, 6 breaths or even lesser, moving up to 4 breaths per minute or 3 breaths per minute. And 9 rounds of pranayama should take something like 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes, depending on the speed of your breath. Last one. And gently stop the practice, hand down. Observe the right nostril, compare it with the left. Feel the stimulation. And now, moving on to the left nostril breathing, close the right nostril and start the left. Chandra Anuloma Viloma, visualizing the moon. The calm, soothing aspect of moon, the beauty aspect of moon, the creativity of the nature in manifesting the moon, the waves of the ocean. Chandra Anuloma Viloma, left nostril breathing. Stimulating the creativity inside you, being creative at your work or any activity you're taking up today. Last one. And gently bring your hand down. Relax and observe. Observe your breath. Observe your nostril. Compare the right and the left. Left nostril breathing beautifully. Relaxed you. Calmed you down. And now moving on to Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama again, Anuloma Viloma. So now both the nostrils alternately. Closing the left, exhale, inhale, left nostril. Closing the left, exhale, and inhale with the right. One would practice 2 to 3 Nadi Shodhana Pranayama rounds in a minute. And for 5 breaths, you may take 1.5 minutes or ideally 2 minutes. Last one. And gently stop the practice. And relax. Moving on to the next pranayama, which is equally deep in its effect. Cooling pranayama. And through the whole summer, one can practice cooling pranayama, reduces Agni in the body, in the digestive system, puts you in overall health, improves your immunity. So tongue-based practice, folding the tongue lengthwise. If you cannot fold the tongue lengthwise, simply make like the lips like that of a straw, as if you are taking the breath through the straw. So inhale through the mouth and close the mouth. Exhale through the nose. Either you are folding the tongue vertically or you are drawing the air like in a straw. Continue 5 rounds. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose. Inhalation longer than exhalation. Long, deep inhalation, close your mouth and let the air out, passive exhalation. Breathing through the mouth as you inhale and as you exhale through the nose. Exhaling. Last one. And gently Stop the practice. Close your eyes, close your mouth. Observe the tongue vertically. If you were able to fold your tongue vertically, you feel that there is a linear awareness, a nice knife being drawn at the center of the tongue, linearly. You feel that sharp cooling of the tongue. If you have drawn the breath like a straw, you feel at the tip of the tongue, ice sharp cooling. Feel the tongue, meditate on the tongue, the most sensitive of all the parts of the body, with a lot of nerve endings. Just observe the tongue. And now moving on to Shitali, wherein you now fold the tongue upward. Taking the tongue upward, back of the tongue touches the upper palate, and breathe through the two sides, by the sides. Now horizontally you cool the tongue. So take the breaths on both the ends. Inhale through the mouth. Close the mouth. Exhale through the nose. Five rounds. Inhale through the mouth. You feel double the cooling effect. Exhale through the nose. Two-dimensional awareness. Continue. And at the end of every exhalation, there is always a Kevala Kumbhaka, a break between the breaths. Don't forget that. Otherwise, you hyperventilate, which is not the goal of pranayama. Take the breath when you need one. Last one. And gently stop the practice. Close your mouth. Observe your tongue. And gently moving on to the next pranayama, which is the Sadanta. If you have any teeth problems or recently, and if you have got your teeth root canal or anything like that, try and stay away from this. So clenching the teeth, inhaling through all the sides of the mouth, of the crevices of the teeth. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale through the nose and stay in Kevala Kumbhaka. 3 more rounds. Last one. And relax. Observe the tongue. Observe the entire body. Just this little cooling of the tongue brings you back to health. Observe your mind, all the hot emotions of jealousy, hatred, anger, all the heating emotions cool down. Love, compassion, settled in. Profound pranayama, cooling pranayama. The next practice would be Ujjayi breathing. And here we'll try and do both inhalation and exhalation Ujjayi. However, when you want to give it to your students, you want to just focus on the exhalation Ujjayi. So today as sadhana, for your own self-practice, we'll do both inhalation and exhalation Ujjayi, wherein you try to make both inhalation and exhalation of the same length. So let us start with maybe 6 seconds of inhalation and 6 seconds of exhalation. Let us start with slightly longer exhalation because that makes you feel better, and then we'll move to making it equal. So 6 seconds of inhalation, maybe 8 or 9 seconds of exhalation initially. So let us start. Constrict your glottis and start inhaling, making a hissing sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At this pace, 3 more breaths. You can always go longer if needed. The way to count is Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. That will give you the seconds count. Try and do 1 to 1.5 ratio initially. That is 6 inhalations, 9 exhalations, or maybe 8 inhalations and 12 exhalations count. So the way to do this would be to take Jalandhara Bandha position, which is the head goes down, chin tucked into the chest. Otherwise, it's difficult to practice this. When the breath is held, that is either inside or outside, you will find yourself in this position of Jalandhar Bandha. Simply putting the head down will teach you how to slow down the breath using Ujjayi. Last one. And gently stop the practice, eyes closed, chin parallel to the ground, which means the head is in neutral position. Observe the effect of the practice on your lungs, If you felt comfortable throughout the practice, you did it right. If you felt a sense of relief at the end, you overslowed down the breath. And now, moving on to the Ujjayi practice, wherein you try to make both inhalation and exhalation of equal length. So either 6 counts or 8 counts as you inhale and 6 or 8 counts as you exhale. So let us make it 8 at this point. We'll see how it goes. So as you inhale, start counting Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Start exhaling Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. At this count, or slower or faster, depending on your capacity. Comfort decides the pace. You focus on inhalation, slowing down of inhalation. Exhalation is naturally going to be slow. You can even go up to 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 15 seconds, depending on your capacity. Just make sure you're slightly pushing your boundary, but not too much. And yes, there can be Kevala Kumbhaka, both after inhalation as well as after exhalation. And when you hold your breath, be in Jalandhar Bandha, the tucking of the chin toward. Last round. Ujjayi is the ultimate practice of pranayama to slow down the breath and requires a lot of preparation before you head on to Ujjayi pranayama. And gently stop the practice. Relax, keeping the back straight, head straight, awareness on the breath, observing in between the eyebrows or at the chest, heart center, or at the navel center. Meditating in this beautiful sattvic state of mind. Meditate on prana, the entire body as pranic field that can be controlled in any which manner you want. Now wishes become horse, as they say. Sankalpa Shakti improves with pranayama because you have control over your prana. And now, with that sankalpa towards total health and total peace, meditate for a few minutes, total silence. And gently moving on to the last part, this peace and harmony we obtained, we spread it to the entire universe through the prayer of Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, the mantra of peace, the wish for the universal good. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Taking your hands back, catching hold of right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, bend back. Exhale from the lower back, bending down. Taking the blessings of Mother Earth this beautiful morning. Coming back to sitting. And gently release your hands, rub your palms. Cup your eyes. Massaging your face and the neck. With hands in front of you, open your eyes, blinking into the palms. Thank you. Namaste. And if you have any questions, you can always email ytt2019@yogabharati.org. We have been sending emails. You can always email your question to the whole group, which enables any discussion. And for the DYT folks, you have your mailing list. Thank you. Have a good day.
Unmuted.
Thank you, Ashwini.
Thank you, Ashwini ji.